Here to talk about the path forward for the industry is Jan Kniffen. He is the CEO of J. Rogers Kniffen Worldwide and a CNBC contributor. Jan, welcome. We don't have a ton of time, so I want to get as much of this in as possible. What in particular jumped out to you and made you say, hey, wow, this is stronger than I thought?
Well, I was really surprised to see the malls opening up at about 55% of last year's traffic. And I was more surprised to see the off-mall guys open it up about 85% of last year's traffic. So, yes, the off-mall is still winning, just like they were coming into the crisis. And on-mall is still losing compared to off-mall. But they're both stronger right now than they thought they would be coming out of this. Maybe that's the $1,200 everybody got to put in their pocket. Maybe it's the $500 a kid. Maybe it's the fact that 2/3 of the people being unemployed right now are making a little more than they were working. But whatever it is, they're outspending it, and they're going back to the stores. And the stores that are open now are doing better than they anticipated, better than I anticipated. And everybody you've had on today on your show has been fairly optimistic. I'm not raining on that parade.
Yeah.
It really looks like a V-shaped recovery if you're looking at the retailers.
I know now I'm worried everyone's talking about the V. Maybe we're baking too much into that. You mentioned that TJ Maxx is one of the strongest performers there off mall, obviously. But on mall, you said Macy's and Dillard surprised you, didn't they?
Well, they both opened at about 55% of last year on the stores they opened. I think we all thought if they were north of 30% of last year, we would be happy. Now, off mall, we thought people would open at about 70% of last year, and they opened at 85. I mean, the last place I kind of thought people were going back to is the mall. And clearly they are in numbers higher than what we anticipated. And there's no reason to think it's not just going to get gradually better from here. Well, so if that's true, it's going to get stronger heading through the back end. That's all we need to see for a V-shaped recovery.
You know, it's funny. That was my exact next question is there some pent-up demand here? Is there some spending from enhanced unemployment benefits and the other factors you mentioned that's actually creating a one-time boost that could taper off a little bit as we head into the holiday season? I'm trying to remember the executive who just told us he was worried about the holiday season for that very reason.
I'm worried about the holiday season only in that I don't think it'll be as strong as last year. But think about it. What if it's 90 or 95% of last year? Given what we just went through, we would all be happy. Most people only planning the holiday season 65 or 70% of last year. We're already looking like we could get there pretty quickly. So who thought people were going to go buy apparel the first thing they got out of their houses? But we're seeing strength in apparel. We haven't seen strength in apparel clearly all through the pandemic. I mean, Target told us how bad apparel was when people were stocking up on their houses. Now they're back buying apparel, and they're out at the mall doing it. I didn't think that was going to happen in the volumes that are happening. So I think we should be fairly optimistic. Either people are spending the money that the government provided, or things are just getting better. I'm kind of in the things are just getting better camp. I think people are coming back faster than we thought they would.
Any final names that you would recommend or tell people, hey, I'm still cautious on quickly?
Well, Burlington's been strong. Ross has been strong. TJ's been strong. But the surprising things are things like Dillard's and Macy's being a little stronger than we thought. And then when you look at all the traditionals, I mean, the guys that got to stay open, whether you're an off-price guy or whether you're a discount guy that's down at the Walmart and Target level, or whether you're a dollar store, they're all doing really, really well. You saw Tractor Supply, big numbers, they got to stay open. So most of those retailers that were deemed essential are doing really well. And the non-essential ones that are reopening faster and stronger than we thought. Yeah. And it doesn't seem to be hurting the essential guys that were already open either.
Interesting. Jan, thanks so much. Loved your note and your commentary. So thanks for joining me. Jan Kniffen.